evening and welcome, friends. The fact that you are watching this Sunday evening shows how seriously you take what's happening around you and in the country, and so we bring you the best. And this weekend we are focusing on what's happening in the political sphere heading into the election cycle. Remember, the referee, the election commission, is yet to sound the poll bugle. But if you travel to states like Telangana, where Prime Minister was today, or Rajasthan, where Prime Minister is going to be tomorrow, or Madhya Pradesh, where Prime Minister is going to be after 2 days, you already feel the sense that elections are upon us. The general elections, the lines are clear now, with agendas getting fixed. For the opposition, for example, it's about Modani, it's about the old pension scheme, it's about freebies. And for the government, of course, or the BJP or the I.N.D.A, it's about Modi. It's about the Women's Reservation Bill or the law now. It's about the Chandrayaan. It's about the G20 success. So the agenda is getting sharper by the day. Let's try to understand some tonight as Deepthi joins me.
Oh yes, as Abhishek has largely given you an overdrive of what the I.N.D.A agenda is all about, does the I.N.D.I even have an agenda? The Prime Minister says they do not have a face, koi neeti nahi hai, niyat bhi nahi hai. The Prime Minister again and again, remember, brings forth the kind of contradictions that you have seen in the entire I.N.D.I alliance bloc. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are real contradictions. Because Abhishek, like the past week has shown us, the Aam Aadmi Party that rules the state of Punjab right now said, "Hum nasha mukt Punjab karenge," and they went on to arrest a Congress MLA. The Congress has not been able to defend its own MLA because they say we are steadfast with the I.N.D.I alliance. The situation, ladies and gentlemen, is not any different if you go to Bengal. Almost every day you will see Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary versus a Mamata Banerjee battle, and they have just kind of perfected the art of being frenemies. I mean, you are friends together because you have to defeat Modi come 2024, but your enemy is there in a state like Bengal where you both realize that you have to capture the territory. Much like the AAP and the Congress, like in Delhi and also in Punjab. But not to forget, in Delhi today we had an interesting gathering or a rally, Sabha, Abhishek, of a lot of people looking for OPS. Now, OPS again has been one of the agenda of the entire I.N.D.A alliance bloc. Today, Arvind Kejriwal and the Congress have given their full support to that idea. But what about the numbers? How will they really be able to do that? They say we've done that in Himachal, we've done that in states that are ruled by non-BJP governments. But is that also going to be a challenge? And let's not forget, even as we are bringing to you this broadcast right now, the BJP is in a huddle because the BJP is wanting to decide who really will be their names come forward these elections of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. So the trend of putting in union ministers, Abhishek, in an assembly election, is that really a master stroke as the BJP wants us to believe, or that betrays the nervousness of the BJP as the I.N.D.A alliance is telling us we have lots on the table, and in the run-up to the big elections of 2024, like we always say, Abhishek, this is the election news headquarters. So that's going to be a big debate that we bring to you in just a moment, and we are trying to find out whether the I.N.D.A alliance can even match up. Can they match up to the N.D.A? Upcoming assembly polls, will that be an indication? A semi-final to 2024. We'll debate that in just a moment. And as always, the headlines we are tracking for you tonight. Back-to-back hectic parlays are on after the core committee meetings at JP Nadda's residence. The BJP right now is holding the CEC meet at the party headquarters.
तेलंगाना बदलाव चाहता है क्योंकि अब राज्य में भ्रष्टाचार नहीं, पारदर्शी ईमानदार सरकार चाहिए.
Prime Minister Modi holds mega roadshow, addresses rally in poll-bound Telangana as he launches attack on BRS and Congress.
Day after targeting the Indian High Commissioner to UK, a Sikh restaurant owner puts out a video of harassment by Khalistanis.
India raises Khalistani threat with UK onus on Sunak government to act against extremists now.
In the biggest ever crackdown on drugs, the police have recovered drugs worth about 300 crore. This in Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban. A terror angle is not being ruled out.
CBI arrests 4 men accused in the murder case of 2 students in Manipur, even as thousands hold solidarity march in Imphal.
So the 2024 elections, many say possibly could just be a landmark election. Now this is not, Abhishek, like the elections of 2014 or 2019. Now why we say that? Because there is a choice. In the I.N.D.I.A alliance bloc, there is a choice is what the voters have largely understood. The very fact that you have parties like the I.N.D.I.A party, the Congress and the Trinamool and the left sitting together, what many said was impossible some months ago has been made possible.
Yeah.
But is that their best formula, the best way forward to win an election in 2024 when you're up against a man called Narendra Modi?
And also where Rahul Gandhi would contest, because CPI says that you can't have a friendly contest in Wayanad. CPI says that Wayanad is their constituency, and if Rahul Gandhi is serious about his politics, he should be challenging the BJP in a seat where BJP is strong, or should be taking on the BJP, not contesting against CPI in Wayanad. That is a difficult choice being given to Rahul Gandhi with an ally. Similarly, we have seen what's happened in Punjab between the I.N.D.I.A party and the Congress over the last 1 week, beginning with Pratap Singh Bajwa's statement that come elections and we can topple this government of Bhagwant Mann, and he hit back with arresting Sukhdev Singh Khera. Also, we have seen in Bengal, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary taking on Mamata Banerjee, not the first time, not the last time, and it's going to continue. Tom and Jerry in Bengal between Congress, between Adhir Ranjan and Mamata Banerjee. So it's an unending list. And remember, just a day after Rahul Gandhi brought out again the Modani attack, we saw pictures of Sharad Pawar inaugurating a plant, an industrial plant in Gujarat with none other than Gautam Adani. So was it Shadani hitting Rahul Gandhi? I think it's going to be interesting. And more importantly, as I said, friends, what is the agenda? On both the sides, on the side of the BJP and the I.N.D.I.A, and on the side of the I.N.D.I.A alliance. What are they really going to masses with? What are they going to promise the electorate in 2024 is something which is shaping up. And let's look at this package and then we come back to discuss.
Bharat Mata Ki!
Lok Sabha elections are barely 8 months away. But before that, political parties are gearing up for the upcoming state assembly elections. BJP is giving it all, with BJP President chairing core committee meetings.
This was a core group meeting of Rajasthan which held at the residence of JP I.N.D.I.A, that's the president of Bharatiya Janata Party. 60 to 65 names will be out. If we are talking about the first list, around 2 to 3 union ministers can be inducted in that very list which is going to come out. On the other hand, if we talk about Chhattisgarh, I was just telling you that it is 30 to 35 name which was discussed in this very meeting which held at JP I.N.D.I.A residence.
And then the CEC meeting at BJP headquarters. Prime Minister Modi is sending out clear message in Telangana.
तेलंगाना बदलाव चाहता है क्योंकि अब राज्य में भ्रष्टाचार नहीं, पारदर्शी ईमानदार सरकार चाहिए। तेलंगाना बदलाव चाहता है क्योंकि अब उसे झूठे वादे नहीं, जमीन पर काम चाहिए।
The opposition is meanwhile planning mega protest on Monday.
You will see we are meeting, the MPs and the ministers are meeting tonight. So there will be discussions and deliberations and we will explore the way forward. Whatever I had to say, I had said, and I am challenging, putting that challenge right across from the soil of Delhi.
Dealing with their own internal politics.
देखो इस देश में अगर न्याय मिले तो दुनिया जानती है, कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी, अगर आप किसी भी बच्चे को भी पूछे या बुजुर्ग को भी पूछे, एनसीपी राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस मीन शरद पवार, ये बच्चा बच्चा सारे जानते हैं इस देश में। आज आप देख रहे क्या हो रहा है इस राज्य में, देश में, कि वो जो अदृश्य हाथ दिल्ली का है वो पता नहीं घर भी तोड़ता है, पार्टी भी तोड़ता है, पता नहीं और क्या क्या दिन दिखाएगा।
With BJP riding on the wave of women's reservation bill and success of G20, and opposition taking on BJP as I.N.D.A. alliance, will the upcoming polls set the tone for 2024? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And even as we are bringing this broadcast, Abhishek, like I said, the BJP is in a huddle. The BJP is deciding who really will be those people who will be given tickets for the upcoming elections in Rajasthan and in Chhattisgarh, whether we'll see more union ministers and then the opposition will say, oh, ye to dar gaye, inke paas log nahi hai ladne ke liye. We do not know how that story will pan out. But yes, I think these are very interesting times. We'll say good evening to an ever-smiling Sanju Verma, and I hope she continues to smile, Abhishek, through the course of this debate with us. A.K. Vajpayee ji is the chief spokesperson of the LJP with us. Amitabh Tiwari is a political analyst. Shyam Prasad Meka is the leader of the Congress. Rebula Sridhar Reddy is leader of the BRS. We are waiting for Sumant, for Adil Hassan and for Ravi Srivastava to join us in just a moment. So let's get started. And Rebula, I have to ask you this question because the Prime Minister was earlier in Telangana. The Prime Minister has hit out at both KCR and at Owaisi. And he says both the parties have ruined the state. You've only ensured the development of your respective families, and that's the reason why Telangana is suffering. So he says a double engine is really required, and Mr. Meka is also nodding his head. I don't know whether he supports the Prime Minister when he says that or not, Rebula, but the Congress has an interesting take. They say there is no case against KCR and Owaisi because the Prime Minister never attacks his own people. They say, why no action against your corruption? Rebula.
What Prime Minister ji has spoken in Telangana is nothing different from what he actually spoke in many occasions when he come to our state. It's a rhetoric, very, very, repeatedly the same old statements. There is nothing new. And, rather speaking about some corruption, leveling some corruption allegations or dynasty, there is nothing for them to speak against us. If you look at the development and welfare of Telangana state in the past 9 years, there is nothing for them to criticize us. And as a party which is running government in this central government center, they have not done anything to the state of Telangana. Prime Minister knows it very clearly. And that is the reason why many a times Telangana people has gave a clear mandate against BJP. Today, for the matter of fact, in Telangana, in the upcoming elections, BJP is not at all a competitor. They will not even cross single digit. Probably a maximum of 2-3 seats they might get. If they get, they will get.
Rebula, is your fight against the Congress? Rebula, is the fight between the BRS and the Congress? Are you saying the BJP is not even a player?
BJP is not in a competitor. After Karnataka elections, I should tell you, Congress is doing some activity. Both of them are trying for a distant second position. They will be fighting for a distant second position. Congress party also. Nobody is here to believe Congress party also. I was, hearing to Honorable Prime Minister speak
that. Let's get Sanju. Yes, let's get Sanju to respond to that. Sanju.
10 seconds.
Sanju, Rahul Gandhi has said the BRS is the BJP Rishtedar Samiti. You don't act against K. Kavita and cases of corruption. Rebula, because you've made that charge, let me get in the BJP to respond to that before we open that up then. Sanju, why no action against K. Kavita? Satendra Jain, Manish Sisodia have been arrested. But why are you giving a long rope to K. Kavita? Is there some deal between Rebula and Sanju then representing the BJP? As the Congress alleges?
Come on, Deepthi. I'm sure you don't believe what you're saying. You know better than that. I just have this to say that, for everyone, who's saying that the BJP will be wiped out in southern India because of the loss in assembly elections in Karnataka, I would just like to tell them that our lowest seat count was in 2013 assembly elections, when in Karnataka we got just 40 seats. But in 2014 Lok Sabha elections, we actually got 19 seats. So, please don't conflate Lok Sabha and state assembly elections. That's my point number one. And I will not even go down the path and say that, how beat the Kaveri issue, beat the rape of a minor in Belgavi, beat RTI activists being killed in broad daylight in Karnataka, or Hindu seers and Jains being brutally murdered in broad daylight in Karnataka, beat the fact that they promised 7 kg of rice to the Lakshmi of the house never came to fruition in Karnataka. Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar between themselves have shown what incompetence is all about. But the moot point is this. When we talk about the ... alliance, the PRS/BRS may not be a part of the ... alliance, but I will just reinforce Deepthi and Abhishek what JP Nadda has said umpteen times, and I think it's never going to be out of fashion right till 2024. Opposition का वो हाल है, कहीं की ईंट कहीं का रोड़ा, भानुमति ने कुंडा जोड़ा. To win an election of the magnitude of general election.
But Sanju, are you not getting overconfident when you say that? Sanju, the opposition cites the example of what happened in Himachal. They cite the example of what happened in Karnataka, and they say in 2014 and in 2019 we won together. But now we are together, and that's the reason why they say that possibly for you to rule out the fact that the I.N.D.A. today comes with any strength would be at your own peril. But Mr. Meka, tell me something. Why is it today that on a lot of other issues, Sanju, first comments from everyone, then I'm going to come back to you. Mr. Meka, the problem is that even your I.N.D.A. alliance is not together. Just by getting together everyone, do you think you can win elections? On Sanatan, you people are not together. On issues of OPS, you people speak in different languages. On the issue of women reservation bill, again, we have seen a lot of other varied responses, including the one that came in from an RJD gentleman just about yesterday.
Yeah,
and not to forget Mamata Banerjee versus Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, and not to forget the Congress versus the AAP in Punjab.
Yeah, Deepthi, I'm accepting, and we are all accepting that we have a lot of differences. That is very plain fact in front of everybody, and we are not shying away from it. We have a lot of differences. We have the maturity to iron out the differences. Second, the issue here is everybody, the people of the country have united, and the political forces are uniting because the people of the country are fed up with the kind of politics played by BJP and MIM. Their game is over. People are seeing through it. And that's what is forcing all the political forces to come together. That's as simple as that. Now, okay, there can be some minor issues on the political issues, but that's why we are different political parties, right? We are not prostrating before one individual. We are different parties with different ideologies, different ideas for building this country.
No, Mr. Meka, you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem with an Aam Aadmi party. That today is a national party arresting one of your MLAs in the state of Punjab and saying the Congress is responsible for, going down that drug road, that narcotics, drug trade. You don't have a problem with that. Mallikarjun Kharge says we are apprised of the matter. We'll see what we can do about it.
We will deal issue by issue.
Is that much the compulsion in the I.N.D.A. alliance to stay together?
For the past 4 months, you guys are jumping up and down when India alliance will break. But it did not. While NDA alliance is breaking apart. Come on, this is becoming a joke now.
So who's jumping? Who's jumping, Mr. Meka? You see, first of all, the kind of crowds that were there at Prime Minister's rally in Mehboob today, I think it should worry you as much as BRS. But also because you said that we are jumping for the last 5 months. You see, we are only bringing to people what's happening day to day. It's not jumping when we say that Sharad Pawar cares two hoots about the Modani slogan of Rahul Gandhi, your leader. It's not jumping when we report about Pratap Singh Bajwa saying that they will bring down the Maan government in 2 months. It's not jumping when we report about Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary commenting on the 3 lakh rupees per day suite of Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of Bengal, when she travelled to Spain. And then, of course, we are not jumping. We are just reporting that CPI, your ally, says, Rahul Gandhi, thank you. but no thank you. Don't contest from Wayanad. So it's not jumping, it's just reporting facts as they keep coming every day.
Abhishek, I agree with you. Maybe I used a little harsh word. You might not be jumping, but you did not report on the division in N.D.A. You did not report on the rebellion that is seen in Madhya Pradesh. You did not report on the rebellions that are seen in Rajasthan. You did not report or discuss about A.I.D.M.K. getting away from N.D.A. If it's not jumping, let's use the reporting. That's not done. While all the reporting is about, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, India alliance is breaking. Nothing happened.
May I?
Mr. Mehta, the media might be your enemy. You might think that the media is your enemy, but that's not the way forward. And because you've spoken about Adil, I should get in A.I.M.I.A. into this conversation.
Also, by the way, A.I.M.I.A. asked Rahul Gandhi, invited Rahul Gandhi to contest from Hyderabad.
Exactly.
You know? So,
Adil,
of course, A.I.M.I.A. is not
that.
part of the I.N.D.I.A. alliance, but then at least some invitation Rahul Gandhi is getting finally, not from Amethi, not from Wayanad, but at least from Hyderabad.
No, we invited Mr. Modi also to come and contest from Hyderabad. Mr. Modi and Mr. Rahul Gandhi both are welcome. Come to Hyderabad, then you will show the strength of MIM.
What is this?
Though it's an invitation for both. It's not for Rahul Gandhi only, it's for Mr. Modi also. Because he started his Chai for Charcha from Hyderabad only, from LB Stadium. So we wish to him that he traveled from Gujarat to Banaras. Now he come to Hyderabad, and I request my anchor also to discuss about the LJP faction. Mr. Chirag Paswan and Pashupati Paras, they are divided in Bihar. Both are jumping for Hajipur seat. But I don't find the anchor discussing that 24 parties are in N.D.A. We don't have a single MP. We don't want to discuss that. You only want to discuss about MIM,
Don't give him a pass. He's not addressing the question. Adil, for a moment, listen to a question. Then we'll get in Vajpayee Saab. Now, Rahul Gandhi says there is no case against KCR and Owaisi because the Prime Minister never attacks his own people. So, Adil, I mean, why don't you take a side? If you want to be with the BJP, go towards the N.D.A. If you're against the BJP, go towards the I.N.D.I.A. But Owaisi says, let's have a third front and let KCR be leading it. So the question to you is, are you there just to confuse voters, to split votes? And whose ideology do you believe in?
We believe in Constitution of India. We believe in Baba Saheb Ambedkar's Samvidhan. We don't need teaching from Congress or from BJP. There are many parties in India. We can go for third front. Mr. Patnaik is there. Mr. BRS, KCR Sahib is there. Jagan is there. There are many parties. Nobody can dictate from Delhi whom to join. But
we are against
BJP.
Right now, Adil, that you say are not a part of the N.D.A. or the I.N.D.I.A. could come together.
Yes, we will be
and
never
all
part of
you
N.D.A.
could form a third front. Is that what you say?
No, we will try. It's not nobody will. See, let me speak. See, nobody has guts. Even BJP can't contest 443 seats. Even Congress can't contest 443 seats. Every party has all right to contest election, and everybody has the right to go in which front they want. We will never go with N.D.A. at any cost. We will never go with BJP. But Congress knows. Congress which come to our door. It will go to Badruddin Ajmal Sahib Dwar. Congress will go in UPA 1. We were with Congress. UPA 2 Congress came to us. In nuclear deal, we helped Congress. In forming government of Rosaiya, Mr. Kiran Kumar, Mr. YSR, we helped Congress. Congress is the most opportunist party. Whenever they need, they call us.
Is that what you're saying? The A.I.M.I.M. is going to be the kingmaker?
In Telangana, Madam, in Telangana, there is no BJP, no Congress. They will not cover the double digit.
Okay.
In Telangana, they will not cover the double digit.
There is no Congress. Is there a BRS?
No Congress. BRS is coming to the high investment capital of India is Hyderabad, Telangana. Okay.
Sanju will respond to you quickly before we get in Amitabh and Vajpayee Saab also. Sanju.
Deepti, without, getting into rhetoric, one very important point which I want to make for your audience is that I think the biggest strength of the BJP, the Narendra Modi factor is always a towering factor, but keeping that aside for a minute, if you look at the Madhya Pradesh, assembly elections, but then, after being in a close contest with the Congress in the Madhya Pradesh assembly election in 2018, if you look at the Lok Sabha number in 2019, BJP's vote share in Lok Sabha 2019 in Madhya Pradesh was a massive 59% vote share, and the Congress had a 34% vote share. Despite a 34% vote share, the Congress in Lok Sabha 2019 got only one seat from Madhya Pradesh, that was Chhindwara, which is a Kamal Nath bastion. The BJP got 28 out of 29 seats.
There is bastion. There is bastion means Mr. Modi can't even fight.
I refuse to debate like this. I did not heckle this gentleman, whoever he is. Please let me finish. Then if you look at Rajasthan, Deepti,
okay, Sanju, complete your point.
Yeah, in Rajasthan, the same thing happened. The BJP got a vote share of 58%, and in Lok Sabha from Rajasthan, we got 24 out of 25 seats. Congress was the big zero.
Sanju, for a moment, if I may, I want those numbers. In the Lok Sabha, when people know it's the Prime Minister on the ticket, the BJP has maxed out in the Hindi heartland. That is a fact, and that's why you've obviously been looking at increasing your reach in the east and also down south. But because you've spoken about this, why don't you tell me more about the assembly elections? Vasundhara Raje in Rajasthan, Shivraj Singh Chauhan in Madhya Pradesh. I mean, do you believe that they are not as popular as the BJP, the central team, might want them to be? The reason why we are not hearing so much of conversation about them. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has not been named in those 79 names that have been released so far. There is so much tiff about Vasundhara Raje, whether she will be leading the BJP in Rajasthan or not.
Deepti, that's an excellent question, and I just want to say this to you. And again, I will give you may say that, I am speaking, very conveniently, but I just have this to say. If you remember, prior to the Gujarat assembly elections, we almost changed the entire cabinet, and people said, "Is baar to BJP ka supra saaf ho gaya." They have an anti-incumbency of decades, but we won a historic 156 seats, and the same thing happened in Uttarakhand. If you remember, Deepti, we changed 3 chief ministers, and people said, "Pushkar Dhami ko to koi janta nahi hai, is baar to BJP gayi." And BJP got a historic 47 seats, and the Congress won just 19 seats, despite a marginal difference in vote share of barely 6.5%. And I will end by saying, people are asking, "Arey bhai, Vasundhara Raje ko chehra kyun nahi banaya?" BJP has Vasundhara Raje, BJP has CP Joshi, BJP has Satish Punia, BJP has Gajendra Shekhawat, and in Madhya Pradesh, BJP has Shivraj Chauhan, BJP has Narendra Tomar, BJP has Kailash Vijayvargiya. We have a problem of plenty, not plenty of problems like the ... alliance.
Okay, you have a problem of plenty. Okay, so I also see Sumant now on the screens, but then Sanju, Sumant, with your permission, I want to ask one quick follow-up question to Sanju. You told me what happened in Uttarakhand, you told me what happened in Gujarat, but what is it in a Shivraj Singh Chauhan he could not be removed? Because there are enough and many indications, Sanju, that were given that you wanted to remove him, you wanted him to go. He's not as popular perhaps as the BJP might want him to be. And the other question, Sanju, that is raised now with that argument is, when the I.N.D.I.A alliance says we have a problem of plenty, you will say, nahi, aap chehra bataiye. But likewise, when it comes to your states, you will say we have a problem of plenty. So, I mean, every political party will use that logic as per their convenience, Sanju.
Deepti, again, that's a very interesting question, but I will tell you where the BJP is different from the other parties. And I will again quote the Gujarat example, because I remember after I.N.D.I.A Patel, then we had Vijay Rupani. After Vijay Rupani, we had Bhupendra Bhai Patel. And people said, after I.N.D.I.A Patel was removed and she was made the governor of Uttar Pradesh, people said, she's been such a strong loyalist of the Modi-Amit Shah duo, right? Through their days when they were the chief minister and home minister of Gujarat. Ab to BJP ko Gujarat mein problem hone wali hai, but nothing of the sort happened. The fact is, we are able to contain dissent. Tell me, did you see any problem after Pushkar Singh Dhami replaced the 2 Rawats, Tirath Singh Rawat being his immediate predecessor? But there is an open war out between Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot in Chhattisgarh, between Bhupesh Baghel and T.S. Singhdev, and DP from Maharashtra, where I come from in Mumbai, there is a problem between Bhai Jagtap and Nana Patole of the Congress. There is infighting between Ashok Chavan and Prithviraj Chavan of the Congress. And there is a problem between Milind Deora and everybody else within the Congress. So the Congress is a divided house driven only by
so
the
what about
crumbling
Chirag
bunch of
Paswan and
contradictions.
Pashupati Nath Paras? Let me get in Vajpayee Saab. Yes, let me get in Vajpayee ji for that entire question that was tossed in by the opposition. Then we'll go to Sumant and to Amitabh, who will give us the big picture. Vajpayee ji, has that matter been sorted? Because both Chirag and Pashupati Nath Paras wanted to fight from Hajipur. Or that is non-relevant right now?
That is not the issue before the public of the country. People of the country wants to know about who is the captain, who is the face for the Prime Minister candidate. That is the more important. And the second thing is, because there are several differences of opinion on several issues as admitted by my learned friend. So that is to be sorted out. And this government and the Modi government will fight the election on the basis of the performance since 2014 onwards. That data, we will come with the data only. And the Prime Minister has already instructed all the ministers, all the MPs, all the MLAs to go with the work only. So they have confidence on the work. And whereas on the other side, what about the Congress? Congress versus AAP in Punjab, Congress versus TMC in West Bengal, Congress versus Sharad Pawar in Maharashtra. So these differences will result into a Khichdi Sarkar, which the people have seen it. Now the important part is whether the people want a Khichdi Sarkar or they want a stable government. Because the Khichdi life of the Khichdi Sarkar always remain for 12 months, 8 months and 16 months. So they don't want to repeat it. And where is the
it is not a Khichdi, it is not a Khichdi, sir. When in Maharashtra, you want to get in a corrupt Ajit Pawar, who your own, deputy chief minister once had said, Chakki piecing and piecing.
How do you say?
That is not Khichdi.
No, please. It is a specific, clear, crystal declaration of Modi Pradhan Mantri ji that we will fight against the corruption. Ajit Pawar charge sheet has already been filed in the month of April. He is not there. Nothing has been found in the investigation. So please don't try to misrepresent the fact. These are the facts which I am stating on record. I have seen the copy of the charge sheet also. So now their internal fight
you're saying nothing against Ajit Pawar. So
no planning, no leader.
The entire plank that the Prime Minister takes on about Parivarvad, about Bhrashtachar will fall flat. Because clearly the BJP says we are leading by example. But on the other side, the Congress had so much baggage, Sumant, that they could not even call themselves UPA 3. They had to call themselves I.N.D.I.A alliance. Because so much is the baggage of their entire corruption.
But Deepthi, I don't understand why you don't appreciate this relentless battle against corruption that has been waged. The corruption in the opposition party ranks has significantly decreased over the last 10 years. I'm sure you can see that because most of them have joined the BJP. So this relentless war against corruption, the net result is to ensure that as many of those who are accused of corruption join the BJP, because after that it is like a ritual purification. It's like taking a bath in the Ganges where they get purified. So I think that you have to appreciate that. I think even Sanju Verma will appreciate, no doubt. And I agree with her. They have waged a relentless war against corrupt opposition politicians, many of whom have now become, clean BJP politicians. That's what is the result of corruption. Okay, now second part. I think
examples, Sumant Raman, examples.
There's a certain gentleman called Narayan Rane. There's a certain gentleman called Himanta Biswa Sarma, Y.S. Chaudhary, CM Ramesh, Y.S. Chaudhary, and
Himanta Biswasa.
No, these are people. Ajit Pawar is the latest in a long list. It's like
this sounds more like a grudge list.
1 minute.
Abhishek.
This sounds more like a grudge list. Congress would have been happy to have Himanta Biswa Sarma had they had the wisdom to keep him,
1 second. Every one of these people was accused of corruption by the BJP.
I want to
point
come
is
in here.
they
This
have
is
not been
fair.
accused of corruption
Suman
by
Siraman is
by Congress party.
Stop rambling.
Who
Stop
accused
rambling.
Devendra Fadnavis?
Yes,
was the one
Ravula,
who was
coming to you.
Ravula.
I need to come in now. I need to come in. There have been many allegations.
Okay, Ravula wants to quickly come in. Sanju, I'm coming to you. Sanju, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, Sanju. Yes, 10 seconds. Ravula first, yes.
Vijay Mallya of
The
Andhra.
Prime Minister speaking about Parivarwad is a big joke. 2 days back, they have admitted Devagowda family into N.D.A. And, Ajit Pawar, how they have taken him into the fold for forming the government. If they really have to explain about Parivarwad, how, nepotism works, they have to explain
Not
how come
forming the
Jay Shah
government,
become the
Ravula
president of
Reddy.
PCCI.
Ajit Pawar came after the government was already there.
ठीक है, part of
And
the
a stable
government.
government there in Maharashtra.
More stable than what it was.
I need to come in now.
So if they have to explain how
Yeah,
Jay Shah
you'll get
become
your
the next
opportunity,
president.
Sanju.
We are all elected, not nominated, sir. We are elected
Okay,
twice by the people of
Sanju,
Telangana.
you get your time now. Sanju.
And what
Thank you.
PM
You-
spoke
lot of
today in Telangana is
accusations, Sanju has to
lies.
respond.
Blatant lies.
Thank you. Okay. I will very quickly respond to first Suman Siraman. He was trying to be smarter by half. BJP has waged a relentless war on corruption, blah, blah, blah. Suman Siraman, I don't know
I'm
whether you're
appreciating you.
pro-Congress. Okay,
I am
please, I did not
appreciating
heckle you. Now
you.
keep quiet. I don't need your certificate. Now keep quiet, Suman. Yes, it was a great joke. Thank you so much. Thank you for your Sunday humor. Now let me come in. You are at your Sunday best. Now please learn to listen. What is the status of the opposition? Sonia Gandhi out on bail in National Herald scam. Rahul Gandhi out on bail in National Herald scam. P. Chidambaram out on bail in the I.N.D.I.A media scam. Jija Shri Robert Vadra out on bail in the Bikaner land grab scam. And more importantly, Arvind Kejriwal's 2 big deputies. Arvind Kejriwal wanted Manish Sisodia and Satinder Jain to be awarded with the Bharat Ratna, even equating them with Bhagat Singh. Both of them in jail. Satinder Jain, of course, due to health reasons, has been given a temporary reprieve. My limited point is, when we tell you that, कि आप जाकर नारायण राणे के खिलाफ कोर्ट में याचिका डालो, हिमंता बिस्वा शर्मा के खिलाफ कोर्ट में याचिका डालो, अजीत पवार के खिलाफ, don't you trust the court? Don't sit here and cry on national television. And as far as the BRS is
No,
concerned,
but Sanju, you know what? You have to remember one thing, Sanju. It was the Prime Minister who was speaking about the NCP then, when it had not taken that split and Ajit Pawar had not shifted sides. And yes, and Devendra Fadnavis had also said कि चक्की piecing. So one obviously will need to perhaps look within, Sanju. When you say this, then fine. You've defended yourself on this. Two of our panelists have spoken. Yes, two of our panelists have spoken. Suman and Sanju, I'm please requesting you to pull back for a moment. Let's get into the conversation. Ravi and Amitabh, they both haven't spoken. Please. Sanju, I will come back to you. Ravi, this will be the problem for the Aam Aadmi Party, and people say the Aam Aadmi Party will one day break the I.N.D.I.A alliance. The Congress today, Mr. Mecca, is being so charitable to you. He says, कोई बात नहीं, आपने हमारे एक MLA को पकड़ा. But I mean, for how far will the Congress and the entire opposition tolerate the Aam Aadmi Party if it continues to do what it does? No one trusts the Aam Aadmi Party anymore, Ravi.
What is the statement? If MLA does something wrong, the law should not take its course. The court should not do its work. The police should not do its work. Why? हमारे एक MLA को पकड़ा. And what Kejriwal has said? He has clearly said it. He will be with India.
By the way,
takes action against Satinder Jain and Manish Sisodia, the agencies are working, Ravi. Then you say this is vendetta. Then you say it is vendetta.
They're on the floor.
Ravi Srivastava. By the way, Sukhpal Khera used to be Aam Aadmi Party leader and leader of opposition, by the way, till 2019.
And in 2017, Bhagwant Singh Mann defended him. Bhagwant Singh Mann defended him. He said this is political vendetta.
What's the big deal about it? There are people who have changed parties here. Even in the panelists, we have got people who are denied Aam Aadmi Party ticket.
So no big deal, no ideology, no Ravi. You
Right,
don't
in the
make a
panel
fuss about
itself.
it. That okay,
Why you are
fine. We
saying
don't have
so?
ideologies. We are like any other
Ravi
political
Srivastava,
party,
Not a
Ravi.
question of ideology.
Arvind
It's a
Kejriwal
question
goes
of
to Chhattisgarh and
opportunism.
Rajasthan.
It's a
Ravi,
question of opportunism.
Ravi, suniye na,
Rank
Mr. Mehta, you
opportunism.
must listen to this also.
Panelists like you.
Arvind Kejriwal
Based
goes to
on
Chhattisgarh, he goes to Rajasthan. He says these are the most corrupt governments. And Mr. Mehta, you're okay with that also. Bhupesh Baghel being most corrupt, Ashok
Absolutely
Gehlot being
okay.
most corrupt.
No
but we
issue.
want to do business with Arvind Kejriwal because we have to defeat Modi.
The alliance is for the Lok Sabha election.
No issues. No issues, you said. No issues with corruption.
No, Deepti.
Assembly election is a free for all. There is no ideology for alliance there. It is alliances for Lok Sabha. When Lok Sabha election comes,
There is no ideology for the alliance, you say.
come in here.
For
Deepti.
assembly
Ravi, I don't know whether you're listening to yourself or not. Adil, before you come in and Mr. Mehta responds, I want to get an Amitabh. He hasn't spoken yet. Okay. I want to get an Amitabh. He hasn't spoken. Now, Amitabh, you are the only non-politician on the panel, apart from the other political analysts. Tell me something. When the Prime Minister speaks about the war against dynasty, about corruption, he speaks about women reservation, the other reforms that, they've put forward. The I.N.D.I.A alliance says we have the OBC caste census demand. Rahul Gandhi has said, hum jeete hi chunav caste census karayenge. He speaks about the OPS. They are speaking about guarantees. Which side, Amitabh, do you think is looking better prepared come 2024 and also in the run-up to these winter elections in the state?
Yeah, I think so. There is a marked difference between 2019 and 2024 will be that the TINA factor, which we call it, that there is no alternative, has now gone for a toss. So there is an alternative, strong, weak, credible, non-credible, that is for people to decide. And there is still some time for the people to decide that. In India, not more than 35-36% people decide whom to vote for before the campaign. A large section of people decide to vote for in the last stages of the campaign just before the elections. And in India, there are only 31% loyal voters. 69% of the voters are not ideologically aligned to either the Congress or the BJP, which means that these three things show that the election can go either way. And there is still time. The voter may not have made up their mind. That's it. And on the OBC,
understood. Okay. Now I have.
Can I quickly come in?
Understood. I think there's some audio issue there. No, I will get to you, Sanju. I have to just bring in one aspect because Deepti mentioned it. And this issue of caste census. In fact, we could have had the entire debate on caste census. Now, I want the two. Sridhar Reddy, just hold on. AIMIM, Adil, just hold on. I have to get this thing clear from the Congress voices on the panel, both Shyam Prasad Meka and Sumant Raman. You see, on the caste census issue, when the UPA was in power, the Congress party led it. We have P. Chidambaram on record saying caste census is not practical. Let's not be doing it. Then, under pressure from the Yadavs, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Mulayam Singh Yadav, late Mulayam Singh Yadav, and late Sharad Yadav, the Congress party got in a SEBC census in 2011, but buried it because apparently against 400 odd castes that are there in the country, the census brought in about 2 lakh plus castes. I mean, it was mind blowing. And the Congress party forgot about the caste census. The same Congress party, when Mandal Commission came, Rajiv Gandhi opposed it on the floor of the House. Now suddenly, Rahul Gandhi is saying caste saying caste census every day in and day out. What has happened really? Is it like absolute desperation on the part of the Congress party? No issues left, nothing. Just clutch on to this caste issue, somehow divide the BJP plank of Hindu unity and then just try your luck. Is that what's happening, Shyam Prasad Meka?
See, BJP might be banking on Hindu unity. We are banking on unity of the Indian people. The caste census is absolutely required because unless you understand the socio-economic conditions of the caste, you got to agree that caste is a social reality in this country today. We need to understand without the data, what are we going to do? As far as the 2011 census is concerned, we are saying, yeah, we goofed it up. We are agreeing. What is the problem? Let's do it. Now,
Congress admits
we are giving the chance.
Goofed it up.
We are giving
Goofed it up.
I need to come in for a bit.
Yeah, agree. This historic chance is there for Modi government to do this.
Abhishek,
Let them do it. We are asking
can
for
I make
what
one
is wrong
point?
in it.
Yes, Adil.
What is wrong in it?
1 second. 1 second.
Okay.
Can I make one point?
Mr. Mecca, then just one quick counter question before I get in Adil and Sumant who want to come in. Sumant, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Mr. Mecca, the point is that even right now during the women reservation bill, now these parties actually wanted a quota within a quota. Even the last time around. If you're so okay with the caste and you don't have an issue with the quota within a quota, you could have delivered the women reservation bill back then. When it passed the Rajya Sabha, it could have moved to the Lok Sabha, it could have been historic. We could have seen that being implemented, but that did not happen. So why don't you recognize that there are mistakes the Congress has also made? And the BJP has kind of done better on those, mistakes. They have corrected those mistakes. They've got everyone together.
Now, Deepthi, Congress never shies away from accepting its mistakes. I'm okay with it. So even now, BJP, instead of bringing the women reservation bill, it is, you never know when it will come into effect. Basically, they didn't improve on the what Congress did.
I need to respond to this.
They didn't do any improvement.
Can I?
Deepthi.
This is
I need to respond to this, Deepthi.
This is
Okay, then Adil, because the I.N.D.I.A and its 2 MPs were the only 2 lone voices who voted against this in the parliament on the women reservation bill.
Yes.
Now, you think the voters will forget that?
नहीं मैम, देश का वोटर ने देखा कि ओबीसी महिला और मुस्लिम महिलाओं के लिए अगर किसी ने आवाज उठाया, उसका नाम बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब है, इम्तियाज जलील साहब है। और बीजेपी को मैम अलायंस पे बोलने का कोई हक नहीं है, ना भ्रष्टाचार पर जाकर पीडीपी के साथ जो अलायंस कर सकता है, एनसीपी के साथ सुबह 5 बजे जो सरकार बना सकती है, बीजेपी कुछ नहीं बोल सकती है। ये धर्म का आधार नहीं है, ये एम्पेरिकल डाटा है मैम, ये एम्पेरिकल डाटा है, दिस इज एम्पेरिकल डाटा। जो पीडीपी के साथ सरकार बना सकती है उसको नैतिकता कुछ नहीं है बोलने का। जो पीडीपी के साथ महबूबा मुफ्ती के साथ इन्होंने सरकार बनाया, जिसको अलगाववाद की बात करते थे, अब पीपुल ऑफ तेलंगाना पूछ रहा है कि टर्मरिक कोर्ट कहाँ है, ट्राइबल यूनिवर्सिटी कहाँ है, IIM कहाँ है, एम्स कहाँ है। आज पूछ रहा है संजू वर्मा से, संजू वर्मा तेलंगाना में जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे हैं कि ट्राइबल यूनिवर्सिटी कहाँ है, कॉम्बिनेशन प्रोजेक्ट, नेशनल प्रोजेक्ट क्यों नहीं बना। आज मोदी जी से पूछ रहे हैं टर्मरिक कोर्ट क्यों नहीं बना। 5 बजे सुबह में अजीत पवार के साथ किसने शपथ ग्रहण किया था? महबूबा मुफ्ती के साथ कौन सरकार बनाएगा बताइए? बोल पाएंगे ये नैतिकता में बीजेपी बोल पाएगी? जाकर अजहर मसूद को कन्नार में किसने छोड़ा था?
उनकी पार्टी को तो I.N.D.A अलायंस ब्लॉक के साथ चले जाना चाहिए। आप वहां भी नहीं जाते।
क्यों जाना चाहिए? आपसे पूछ के जाएंगे क्या?
तो ऑपोजिशन
नहीं, आपसे पूछ के जाएंगे। ये मेरी मर्जी है, ये मेरी मर्जी है। हम बीजेपी के भी खिलाफ रहेंगे और इनको भी सबक सिखाएंगे। ये मेरी मर्जी है, मेरी पार्टी की मर्जी, हम जिसके साथ जाएं। हम बीजेपी के साथ नहीं जाएंगे, अपनी मर्जी से जाएंगे। मेरे पास केसीआर साहब है, वी हैव केसीआर साहब, वी विल गो विद केसीआर। आपको क्यों दिक्कत हो रहा है? वी हैव मिस्टर केसीआर, वी हैव केसीआर, व्हाई यू आर वरीड
इसलिए आप भी कहीं नहीं गए हैं ओवैसी एंड केसीआर विल टाई
हम लोग साथ में हैं।
थर्ड फ्रंट
BJP B team.
Deepthi,
at least you are clear. At least one alliance has a prime minister face. At least one alliance has a prime minister face against the BJP.
Deepthi, Abhishek.
Yes, we have face.
Sumanji, 1 minute. AIM is our friendly party. We don't have to, hesitate on saying it. Number 1. Number 2, there are many political parties in the country. Even today, they have not aligned with both of these, alliances. Earlier, Prime Minister, whenever he comes to Telangana or in Parliament also, he used to insult Telangana's formation. Now he started saying lies also for the sake of
stupid and irresponsible comments. Prime Minister.
Lies.
No, I don't think he said that.
Today, don't talk.
Sanju, don't disturb. Sanju Verma, don't disturb. Sanju Verma, stop. Sanju Verma. Sanju Verma, please stop. Sanju Verma. No, Sanju Verma.
You do not become a national
I think you are
party.
digressing.
You do not even have 10
No, Sanju Verma.
You have only 9 MPs. We have 303.
Oh, sanitize that. I think the Prime Minister has in fact question the Congress party's method of dividing Andhra and Telangana.
Don't show your stupidity to me. You are lied today. You have lied. You have lied today in the Telangana. You cannot answer us. You are a party has no base in our state. Now don't go personal. Don't get personal. Don't get personal, Sanjuji. We have enough respect. She said first. You can आपका रोना धोना बंद कीजिए. तेलंगाना में आपको किए थे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने. You lied. You lied before the nation.
Can't be allowed.
शांत हो जाओ.
अभिषेक, we never. आप शांत हो जाइए. आप सीखना चाहिए. शांत होना, शांत बात करना.
संजू वर्मा जी, pull back.
आप सीखना चाहिए. You don't teach us. You don't teach us. आप रोना धोना बंद करिए. वही काम किए थे आप प्रधानमंत्री.
संजू वर्मा, you stop.
National politics.
You have to stop your this.
National politics.
Okay, we have to allow.
People understand.
We have to. Deepthi, we have to come.
Okay, no. Sanju and Rebula, please pull back. Let me give the last word to Ravi. And the last word to Ravi, who's been unusually quiet. He's been unusually quiet. So Ravi, what is the Aam Aadmi Party thinking? What is the Aam Aadmi Party thinking? Which is the next MLA that you will arrest in the state of Punjab? Ravi?
Aam Aadmi Party,
Ravi.
Party is very clear to root away the entire drug mafia, sand mafia, transport mafia, and all terrorists from Punjab. And if anybody will come in the way, whether it is MLA of SAD or of Congress or of Aam Aadmi Party alone, they will be arrested and they will be punished. This is it. Absolutely clear.
And you will keep calling the Congress governments in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan the most corrupt, Ravi. You will keep calling them corrupt.
See, everybody is fighting his own election. For assembly, there is no alliance. Assembly, everybody
Ask
is
about
making his own
Meghalaya.
way in every state.
Ask about Meghalaya. Why BJP alliance
They are
with
fighting
Kunal Sharma?
Chhattisgarh. They are fighting Rajasthan as well. And Saurabh Bharadwaj has said in the beginning, if Congress leaves Punjab seat and the Delhi seat, they will not be contesting in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
He had given that offer right in the beginning. So there is no way. Now the Congress...
All right, unfortunately we have run out of time.
Everybody is
Thank you so much, friends. Sanju Verma, A.K. Vajpayee, Amitabh Tiwari, we couldn't get much of him because of some audio issues. Shyam Prasad Meka, of course, doing a valiant act. The valiant act of defending the Congress party. Suman Sriraman, Dawla Sridhar Reddy, Adil Hussain, and of course Ravi Srivastav, ever as combative. It was a nice conversation to have. This is going to go on. The question to which we will continue seeking answer is, Deepthi, Modi versus who? And that's something which is going to keep the debate hot going into the general election cycle.
So Modi versus all, is that what the stage is set for? We do not know. But yes, here on Republic, you will hear all voices that matter, that help you decide your opinion, your choice, because your vote ultimately matters. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night. On the other side, we are back with lots more.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
If you believe in our ideology, which is only and only to put Bharat first, India first, nation first, no matter the situation, no matter the cause, with all the straightforwardness of intent in my heart and the passion and commitment of the Republic Media Network, join me, reject the anti-national media on digital, join me on the Republic Digital WhatsApp channel. Our topmost sources are telling us at Republic that there will be mega action against Khalistani supporters in the next 48 hours. Trudeau continues to look baffled and cornered on the world stage. The Indian agencies have decisively taken the moment to push back Khalistani terror and expose it both within and globally.
Breaking coming in. The N.I.A. has raided various locations in Punjab, Haryana and a number of other states on close to 50 locations.
If you believe that the time for an anti-national digital news media in India is over, if you believe that journalism is not a narration of an anti-national agenda, an agenda against the nation, if you believe in our ideology which is only and only to put Bharat first, India first, nation first, then this is my personal appeal to you. Join the Republic Digital WhatsApp channel. Believers who believe in the true power of Bharatiyata, who are unafraid to make it their only cause. Therefore, if you believe
An explosion took place just hours after Turkish parliament was scheduled to reopen after summer break.